Ladies and gentlemen, hey hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. As I'm sure most of you probably know by now, yesterday we got a very cryptic teaser regarding something happening in Warzone today, and something was about as specific as it got. And today, we got that something in the form of a secure comms link video posted to an unlisted link on the Call of Duty YouTube channel. Now, this details a conversation between Echo Charlie Hotel, Watcher 1, and also Nikolai, who are listening in on a conversation between two individuals that presumably are planning some kind of attack on Verdansk. And this conversation, while brief, actually tells us a lot about what may be coming to the game in Season 4. So, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new to the channel, we are always covering the latest Call of Duty news, intel, updates, leaks, you name it, so feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on to stay up to date with all of that stuff. Also, right now through the 25th, my G Fuel discount code WhosImmortal will actually get you 30% off most things on the site. So if you want to grab anything there, now is the best time to do so. Now, first things first, so that we are all on the same page, I'm going to play out this entire conversation in full for you guys to listen to, and I'll catch you when it's done.
All call signs. This is Echo Charlie Hotel 20. Line is open. How copy?
Watcher 1 is 5x5. Nikolai?
Yes, Leswell. Good to hear your voice.
SIGINT suggests target Denver scheduled a priority call with an unknown. Let's go live.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I have a delivery for you.
Roses or weeds?
Both, I am afraid. The opposition is moving new ornaments into territory, Victor.
Good. Let them. And the weeds?
They are enlisting the help of a senior operator. I have only one picture of this man, but the quality is poor.
Who is he?
An old friend.
One man? Is this a problem?
Yes, a big one.
Твою мать! Вот сука!
They're gone, ma'am.
Copy. You can run.
But you can't hide.
So, now that that is out of the way, while this may only be a little 1-minute teaser, there is actually a ton of information that we can pick out of this. So right away when the video starts, the Armistice Signal Intelligence box has a very interesting line of text, as the first line says something along the lines of Structure Group Info Usage Atomic Unit. And honestly, the first part of that is not too important. What is though, is the Atomic Unit line. Because, as we've shown on the channel recently, there is a nuke in Bunker 11 on the Warzone map. And that is pretty much what all of this is in reference to. Atomic unit, nuke, it's pretty much just adding 2 and 2 together, right? Now, the three people we hear talking at the very start of this call are Echo Charlie Hotel, Watcher 1, and also Signal Intelligence 6, who actually turns out to be Nikolai. Now, at this point, we see 2 more people come into the mix, and this is where pretty much everything starts lining up with what we know about the storyline drawn out by the campaign and Spec Ops. And when the images of these 2 new voices appear on screen, one appears to be Al-Assad, and the other we know for sure is Viktor Zakhaev, as he literally has a name tag above his picture in the video. It's like a whole mix and mingle event where everyone has to introduce themselves via name tags, I guess. And at this point, Al-Assad says he has a delivery for Zakhaev. And Zakhaev asks roses or weeds, which is basically just like good news or bad news, to which Al-Assad says both. So the roses or the good news is that, quote, the opposition is moving new ornaments into Territory Victor. Victor in this case could potentially stand for Verdansk, V for Victor, V for Verdansk. And at the time this is said, the Warzone map is displayed and the location shown is none other than Bunker 11. So presumably these are references to the nuke and the content inside of that bunker, maybe even what lies behind the second door that we can't even access yet. At this time, there is also 2 other images shown. One is of a character who is basically all but a silhouette. Honestly, I can't tell if this is a character that we already have in the game or if this is a new operator that'll be coming to the game during Season 4. But either way, that's there. And there is also an image of a weapon that really is pretty hard to confirm as well. I'd say it kind of looks like an AK, but of course we do already have an AK in the game, so I'm not really too sure if this is going to be a new weapon or not. Then the weeds here is that they meaning the Armistice, aka Nikolai and Echo Charlie Hotel, all those people are enlisting the help of a senior operator. And at this point, that is when none other than Captain Price appears on the screen. And note those words there, enlisting the help of a senior operator. Of course, operators are what the characters are called within Modern Warfare and Warzone, so going off of this teaser here, this would essentially confirm that Captain Price is going to be one of the new operators in Season 4. Now, more on that here in just a moment, but this continues with Zakhaev asking who is this senior operator. Al-Assad says he's an old friend and that he is a big problem. And Zakhaev simply says, do what you must. And that is where the feed to Al-Assad and Zakhaev cuts out. And of course, the clip ends with the Armistice folks saying, you can run, but you can't hide. So now with the overarching story that was just drawn out, Viktor Zakhaev and Al-Assad are the #1 enemies. But Viktor Zakhaev was not the only Zakhaev found in this video. Shout out to my buddy Espresso for actually translating it, but the Russian text under Viktor in that video says Imran Zakhaev v4. Now, we're not really too sure what exactly this means, but obviously, Viktor Zakhaev, Imran Zakhaev, and Al-Assad are up to no good. And they are planning on doing something with that nuke that is in Bunker 11, and whatever else they may be hiding in there as well. And that is where Price comes into play. As we mentioned earlier, out of this video, we essentially get that Price is going to be a new operator for Season 4. Now, he wasn't leaked previously, so this is definitely a surprise, but a welcomed one at that. And this entire video, I would just say, is another very big clue as to what this event is going to be. I think at this point, this confirms that whatever the event is going to be happening either during the Season 4 intro cinematic or very, very early on into the season as a live event. We're still not sure if this event is going to simply be played out via a cinematic or if it will be something we can actually witness in-game. But seeing as this discussion between Zakhaev and Al-Assad hints at them doing something with the nuke in the near future, and with Price being teased as a Season 4 operator, this story can't really peak until Price makes his way into the game. And thus, Season 4 is effectively the time frame in which we should see this played out. Now, in case you missed it, as of right now, Season 4 is set to launch on Tuesday, June 2nd. That is currently when the Battle Pass countdown timer is going to hit 0, and while that is still subject to change, as far as we know, there has been no delay for Season 4, no extension for Season 3. If all things are to go to plan, and I see no reason why they wouldn't, Season 4 should be going live on June 2nd. So that said, that is when we can expect to see something bigger happen, either on that day or maybe sometime later that week. But what exactly is going to happen? Well, this is where we get into more speculation and less implied information based on teasers. But there is still some solid backing to this. So for a while now, we've been theorizing that the dam is going to break. It's going to flood somehow, some way. There will be water that runs out of the dam and changes the map. And of course, the main loading screen for the game shows the dam with water running out of it. So that in and of itself has kind of been taken as evidence that something is going to happen ever since the season dropped. And on top of that, according to Modern Warzone, who's been leaking and predicting a handful of things correctly recently, in the various canals or riverbeds that we have around the map, more water and moss and other various algae is starting to appear as if water was leaking out of the dam and slowly making its way into the riverbeds. Now, to be honest, I have not paid any attention to the puddles in the rivers at all. So personally, I can't confirm if this has actually been changed, but at the very least, it is something to pay attention to as it is a lead at the end of the day. So all things considered, what I see playing out is basically a repeat of what we saw happen in Blackout last year, where the dam could potentially be blown up via the nuke in Bunker 11. Then that is what causes a flood of some capacity on the map. That or the dam could just simply break and the nuke is planned to be used on something else. As of now, we're not sure, but soon, and I mean very soon, we will be. Anyways, with all of that being said, that is effectively the very first teaser for Season 4 and what it tells us about what's coming to the game. And that is going to wrap things up for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here and you want to stay up to date with the latest Call of Duty news, intel, updates, leaks, and everything in between, Feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on, that way you'll always know whenever I upload a new video. As I mentioned earlier, right now through the 25th, my G Fuel discount code WhosImmortal will get you 30% off pretty much everything on the site. So if you want to restock your current favorite, try a new flavor, or just simply try G Fuel for the first time, now is the best time to do so. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.